Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Line Breakers, show number 21. I'm Game Day Greg alongside Benny Buckets. We are here. We are back doing a college football bowl special. I feel like we haven't done college football in forever. We're super excited to provide you guys with every single bowl pick. We're going to break it up into two shows. So we're going to do 23 of the 44 games this show, and then look out for a show next week that covers the remaining 21 games. But yeah, no, we're super excited to be here doing college football again. Benny Buckets is still above 500 through 390 games picked, which is unbelievable. Look out for that in your local news. But anyways, Benny Buckets, how are you today?
I'm good. Game day. We're back with another slate of college football. My favorite here. Finally, we got above 500 in the NFL, so we're above 500 in the NFL and the college football here. So it's exciting. We're picking the games here today through the 28th of December.
Yes,
so
that's important to know.
We'll take you through Christmas. Hanukkah already happened, in Kwanzaa as well. We'll get you through Kwanzaa here, just before the New Year's Six Bowls and the college football national semifinals, and so on and so forth, as well as, of course, with everyone waiting with bated breath, the very last of all the college football games, of course, taking place on December. Oh, it's not here yet. Sorry. On January 4th, that is the Kansas State LSU game. I know everyone's waiting with bated breath on that. Don't think Brian Kelly will be bringing the family to that one, but we'll see if he.
Yes. Oh man,
so
a lot of crazy stuff going on in the college coaching carousel. I mean,
yes.
I mean, Lincoln Riley going to USC, Brian Kelly with his family going down to
re-upping for 10 years at Ole Miss.
Yeah,
and a large annual value of about $7.5 million per year, from what I understand. So
it's just it's crazy. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, Brian Kelly, I guess, was the best get they could get, like the most sure thing they could get at LSU. But I mean, culture-wise, that's a bit interesting.
It is with the interesting. We will give you that. It's with the interesting. But we're going to get right into it here for the college football program. First of all, we'll get to our disclaimer as always. So please gamble responsibly. If you do have a gambling problem, please contact 1-800-GAMBLER, your local Gamblers Anonymous group there. They can be very helpful if you do have an issue gambling. And just only wager with money that you can afford to lose, because there's past performance is not indicative of future results. And the Outboys in this week, we've decided the Caesars. So with the Caesar here, with the white screen.
There's screen. It's a little bit better this week. I like
it. There's a little deviation as well. You have some other things here besides the white screen, but with the Caesars Sportsbook app here for these games. So we're going to get started here. I think in college, we don't go through each game individually, as you know if you've followed us and viewed some of the vlogs here in the past. So we're going to get going here. Let's go into the records real quick first. I almost got ahead of myself, and then we'll go ahead. So we'll start off with Game Day Greg. He had a good week last week, 7-4 on the week. That brings him to a total of 185, 205 through 390 games. His best bets, he went 2-1 last week, a 10-17 record in the best bets, and he did lose on his upset special with USC. That was I can't just downplay. Wait a second. We had a week with that upset special yelling.
Yes, if you've been following along, folks, Ben hasn't been able to get out his upset special, so this show has been long anticipated. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
I almost forgot. So on the upset special, so Greg last week took USC. He took USC on the upset special, and they lost. So they are he was 0-1 on the upset special last week, 1-3 overall. People,
folks, everything's fine in here. I'm currently in a hotel. I'm fine. No need to call assistance. It's just my co-host letting out his upset special. You got to understand.
Yes, so. It's part of the process here, folks. So that's where we are this week so far for Greg from the picks. Overall, I was 198 198 and 192 overall. I was 4-7 last week, so the reverse of game day. They're a tough week on championship Saturday. Best bets, I was 0-3, so that drops us to 13-14 on the season. And the upset special, I was 0-1. I lost with Oregon. They were 2.5-point underdog, and they lost outright. Got crushed by Utah in Las Vegas at the Death Star. 1-3 overall in the upset special. So we're both 1-3. So we're gonna get started here, Game Day. If you want to lead us off and just run through the picks here, and then we will go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just write down this last one here. All right. So we'll just go through, and then you tell me when you're good. All right.
We have the name of all these bowls for the viewers.
Yes, we do. Yes,
You
we
have it
do.
up there. Okay, perfect. I don't, so perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In the Bahamas Bowl, Middle Tennessee, I believe it's Middle Tennessee State University, right?
Yeah,
MTSU.
MTSU, yep.
Versus Toledo. I'm going Toledo -10.
Toledo -10. Okay. All right. Next bowl.
The Tail Greeter Cure Bowl. Northern Illinois versus Coastal Carolina.
I don't know where that one is played, but okay, fair enough.
What's that?
Don't know where that one is played, but that's okay.
Yes, I don't think we know where half of these are played. This is played. Let's see here. Oh, Vivid Seats isn't good. Exploria Stadium. That doesn't help me. All right, folks. Comment down below.
This, folks, will be an episode of Geography right here. Geography.
Yes, I hope Ed Wacker Field is one of the bowl hosts, but we'll see here.
With the Ed Wacker.
Yes, the Ed Wacker Field.
Yes.
We're not even 2 games in here, and we're talking about Ed Wacker. All right. For Northern Illinois, Coastal Carolina at the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl over at Exploria Field, I'm going to go Northern Illinois +10.5.
NIU +10.5. Okay.
The roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Folks, I think we're getting combination of bowls here. People just want the bowls. So it could be like the lowest.
Listen, if you're gonna have a roof claim, you're probably gonna have it in Florida with all the hurricanes they get. So it probably makes sense that they sponsor it there. But.
Yes. This is at the great FAU Stadium. So yeah, I feel like they're just putting a couple different things together here. It could be like the Lowe's Home Depot Bowl here pretty soon. Anyways, the
Coca-Cola Bowl or Nike Adidas Bowl, yes.
Yes, exactly. So roofclaim.com, Boca Raton Bowl, Western Kentucky versus Appalachian State. Tune in. I am going to go with Western Kentucky +3.
Okay.
I love their quarterback. He's got 5,500 passing yards, 56 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Zappe. Zappe is his last name. I watched him last week. He was unbelievable. They've got quite the offense. If I didn't take that spread, I would go with the over. UTEP Fresno State in the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl.
New Mexico. Yes, New Mexico.
Yes. I am going to take over 51.
All right, UTEP. Over.
Next, in the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, UAB versus BYU. I'm going to go BYU -7.
Independence. BYU. Okay.
The Lending Tree Bowl featuring Eastern Michigan and Liberty. I'm going to go with Liberty -9.5. Although I think this could be very high scoring too.
Lending Tree. Okay.
In the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifel. Yes, the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. We're just naming after people now. Maybe Ed Wacker will get his own bowl. If that's what you're going to say.
Played at SoFi, folks, for you with the interested. So
yes. So the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifel. Utah State versus Oregon State. I am going to go with the under 67.5.
Under 67.5. Okay.
Next, the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. I think that'll be played at the Caesars Superdome there, just down the road. Louisiana versus Marshall. I am going to go with the over 55.
Marshall. Over 55. Okay.
Next, in the Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Tax Act, the Old Dominion versus Tulsa matchup. I am going to go with Old Dominion plus 9.5.
ODU plus 9.5. Okay.
And folks, the one you should always tune into every year, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl between Kent State and Wyoming. I am going to go with Kent State plus 3. I like some underdogs this week in these bowl games.
Kent State plus 3. Yep.
The Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl, UTSA versus San Diego State. I am going to go with over 49.5.
Okay.
And then in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl,
Lockheed. Take heed, Lockheed.
Lockheed. Oh yes, HEED. Very good. Thank you for the.
They traded stock on the S&P 500 company for those who are.
Very good, very good. Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. You'd think it'd be against two armed forces, but no, it's Army versus Missouri. That's with the interesting there. The Lockheed cannot secure Navy or anyone else. But
maybe Navy. I don't believe Navy had enough wins to qualify.
You needed 6. You needed 6 wins. They had to add a bowl game actually. Hawaii. They added a bowl game out in Hawaii for Hawaii against Memphis because they had 6 wins. It was one more than the usual teams that got in. So
yes, they played one more game, I believe.
Yes. So I'm going to go Army minus 3.5, and then just a little stop in the production here. If you've been following our daily picks, Golden State Warriors did just beat the New York Knicks 105-96. So we both hit on our daily pick.
We did.
So make sure to follow along on our Twitter account. We throw some fire up there. But anyways, back into this action here with the Frisco Football Classic. You got the last one, the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. You got that one?
Yeah. Wait, so there's a Frisco Celebration Bowl, you said, and there's a Frisco
Football Classic.
But there's another Frisco Bowl. There's 2 Frisco.
Yes, not to be confused with the where was that?
The UTSA.
No.
One second. Gotta grab some real quick.
Oh.
We're back. We're here.
We're back.
Yep.
Oh, yes, you're right. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl. Yeah. That's a bowl. This is a classic. This is the Frisco Football Classic, not to be confused with the bowl. Huge difference there. And also huge difference in opponents here. North Texas versus Miami of Ohio. I am going to go with the over 54 here.
Ohio over 54, he says.
Over 54.
And that's the classic. Frisco Classic. Okay.
Next up in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl, UCF.
That's played in Tampa for you folks. Tropicana Field.
Perfect. Really, Tropicana Field.
I believe so. That's where it's been played in the past. Maybe they moved it over to Raymond James. I don't know, but typically.
Wow. Okay. Tropicana Field is the Rays.
It is.
That's quite the terrible field to play on. Watch out for your ACLs, North Texas and Miami of Ohio. Or no, I'm sorry, UCF versus Florida. Okay. Anyways, in that game, I'm going Florida minus 6.5.
Okay.
And then this is the game that they added, the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. Memphis versus Hawaii. Hawaii's got the home field advantage here. I am going to go with Hawaii plus 7.
Hawaii Bowl. Okay.
Next up in the Tax Act Kamiya Bowl, Georgia State versus Ball State. I am going with Georgia State minus 4.5.
Tax Act. Okay.
All right. Next up in the Quick Lane Bowl, Western Michigan versus Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the over 56.
I don't think any under. Well, one under so far, folks. Not many under.
Yes, one under. That's going to be a trend here. We're thinking points with the bowl games.
Over 56, he says. And what's the name of the Quick Lane Bowl? Yes, Quick Lane.
Yes, the Quick Lane Bowl.
Okay.
All right. Next up in the Military Bowl, presented by Peraton. You would think military here, but no.
Peloton or Peraton? Sorry.
Peraton. Peraton.
Okay.
Peraton.
Thank you.
Sure. Boston College versus East Carolina. I am going to go with East Carolina +3.
Okay.
All right, then getting into the last day of our bowl games that we're covering this show, the 28th, we're Ticket Smarter Birmingham Bowl, Houston versus Auburn. This line does not make much sense to me at all. I think Houston is the way better team here, although Auburn is in the SEC and they have the best competition, so they say. But I'm going to take Houston +3 here. I do not think they should be a dog.
Okay. Especially no Bo Nix, who's transferring, by the way, for you folks.
Yes. Where is he transferring to?
Not announced yet. He just entered the portal. So
entered the portal. Okay. All right. I feel like that's some different dimension people go to now.
Well, out of USC has entered the portal. And Spencer Rattler, the favorite.
He went to South Carolina.
South Carolina, yes.
I think there was a mix-up with Lincoln Riley. Say, come on over to USC. So
he went to the wrong.
So Spencer Rattler got confused with the University of South Carolina. Yes, USC. So that's a little with confusion. Anyways, what game do we have on there, Benny Buckets? No, on the television.
We're gonna put the Canucks and the Blue Jackets on for our daily pick here. So
Canucks and Blue Jackets, nice. I got the Trailblazers and the Suns going once after they're done talking to Steph Curry, who now has the most threes in NBA history, folks.
Right.
Against my beloved New York Knicks. But that's okay.
You to struggle a 4-game losing streak for those aforementioned Knicks.
Yes, lost 7 of the last 8. Anyways, here, Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. We actually do. This kind of makes sense. We have Air Force versus Louisville. I am going to go with the over 55.5. Air Force loves to run the ball. Louisville's not very good against the run. And Louisville puts up 31 points a game. That screams points to me. And I think this should be in the 60s, but I'm going to take the over 55.5.
Okay.
Next up in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, we have Mississippi State versus Texas Tech. I'm going to go Mississippi State -8.5.
Liberty Bowl, yeah. Liberty.
Correct.
Mississippi State. Okay.
All right, next up, we've got the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. That's a mouthful, folks. UCLA versus NC State. I'm going to take NC State -1.
All right.
And to round it out, folks, in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, we're going West Virginia versus Minnesota.
That's played right here, by the way, in Phoenix, Arizona, folks, for you.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be making an appearance?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. No appearance from Benny Buckets. So that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go West Virginia +3.5. And that is going to do it for my picks. But I think the viewers are much more inclined to listen to Benny Bucket's picks because, again, if you didn't hear the top of the show, if you're going to grab your bowl of popcorn, sitting down, waiting to listen to this hour and a half of talk, Benny Buckets is above 500 through 390 games.
So yes. All right. Well,
quite miraculous.
We'll start back here. I don't know all the sponsors' names, but the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl, I think you said.
Popeye? No, it's just the Bahamas Bowl.
The Bahamas, no sponsor, no presenting sponsors.
No presenting sponsor. We have 2 in some and 0 in others.
Interesting. Okay, I am going to go with the over here, over on the 50 points between Toledo and Middle Tennessee State.
Very good.
Okay. Next up is Coastal Carolina at Northern Illinois and the Cure Bowl. I am also going to go with same here as Game Day Greg. Actually, No, I'm gonna go. Oh, no, not the same. I'm gonna go over the 63.5.
Over 63.5.
Over 63.5. Yeah. 2 overs here. Next up, I agree with Greg on this one. We're gonna go with Western Kentucky. This is the Roof Claim Boca Raton Bowl. We're gonna go with Western Kentucky plus the 3.
Plus the 3. Perfect.
All right. We are skipping the Celebration Bowl. Next up, UTEP at Fresno State. I am going to go under. We're going to go a little different. You're going to go under the 51. So UTEP
Under 51.
Under.
Very good.
Following bowl here we have is the Independence Bowl. UAB against Brigham Young. Oh. We go UAB plus 7.
Ooh, nice.
Next up is Eastern Michigan against Liberty in the Lending Tree Bowl. I agree. I'm going to go Liberty minus 9.5. The Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. Going to go with the this is Oregon State against Utah State. I'm going to go with Utah State plus the 7. Another upset.
7? Yes. Okay.
Plus 7. Following game here is the New Orleans Bowl, the R&L Carrier New Orleans Bowl. I like the against Marshall at Louisiana Lafayette. I am going to go with, in front of the home fans, going to go with Louisiana Lafayette. Louisiana Lafayette minus the 5. Okay. Next up, the Myrtle Beach Bowl. I agree with game day here as well. I'm going to go with Old Dominion. Old Dominion plus the 9.5. Idaho famous Potato Bowl. We're going to go as well. Wyoming against Kent State. I'm going to go Kent State plus the 3. San Diego State against UTSA in the Frisco Bowl. You know where I'm going here, folks. One of my favorite teams here, UTSA minus the 2.5, of course. Frisco Bowl. We've got Missouri against Army. Army coming off a tough loss there to Navy. I expect them to rebound here pretty good at Missouri. Hard to believe they actually got into a bowl game this year. Give them credit for that. But going Army minus 3.5. This is in the Armed Forces Bowl. Got Miami at North Texas at the Mean Green against North Texas in the Frisco Classic. I am going to go with North Texas plus the 3. UCF against Florida. Hey, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with the over in this game, over 55.5. This is the Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa. Memphis at Hawaii. I am going to go with the Hawaii Bowl. I'm going to go with the over 56.
One under so far, folks.
Yes, it's true. Just like game day. Ball State at Georgia State. I am going to, this is in the Tax Act Bowl. Going to go with Georgia State minus the 4.5.
This is in Montgomery, Alabama. You said Georgia State?
Yeah. Minus the 4.5. Yep. All right. Western Michigan against Nevada. This is in the Quick Lane Bowl. I'm going to go with Nevada plus the 4.5.
Okay.
East Carolina against Boston College, and this is in the Military Bowl. I'm going to go under the 51.5. There's another under for you.
One more than me. Perfect. 51.5. Okay.
Okay. Houston against Auburn here in the Birmingham Bowl. I am also going to go with Houston +3. Louisville against Air Force in the first responder ball. I am going to go with Air Force plus the 1.5.
You said 1.5?
Yep. Texas Tech at Mississippi State. I am gonna. This is in the Liberty Bowl. I'm gonna go with Texas Tech. Sorry, Mississippi State minus the 8.5. Three there. You good there? You got the.
Oh, we're good.
We're good.
We're writing it down for the Twitter.
Oh, with the Twitter. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, we want to make sure that you guys, if you don't want to listen to all this, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to listen to all this, but if you didn't, it's also available on our Twitter.
Gotcha. Thank you, sir. North Carolina State against UCLA. I'm going to go over the 60. And the final game of our slate here, we've got West Virginia at Minnesota. I am going to go with the Minnesota Golden Gophers minus 3.5.
Beautiful. All right. Well, that's a shorter show, folks. I think that's
we haven't done the best bets of the upsets.
Oh, wow. I'm a little out of touch with the little trigger happy there. Yes, that's man, oh man. Folks, long day of driving here over in Game Day Greg's World, but I apologize. We didn't even get to the good stuff. All right, let's do you want to start off with your 3 best bets or?
Yeah, we can do that. I can do that. Sure. My 3 best bets here. Let's see. I am going to go first best bet. I'm going to do the Northern Illinois and Coastal Carolina game over 63.5.
Or do you want to trade off? Do you want me to do one? You do one?
I can do all 3 first. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Next best bet. I am going to go with UTSA minus 2.5.
Of course, I think he's picked that 35% of the time in his best bets. That's an official stat. Someone look that up for us.
And Kentucky. Just get back here 1 second. I'm going to go with. Oh, it's tough. I'll go with the UCLA NC State total over 60.
UCLA NC State total over 60. Okay, just to recap Ben's best bets, we got Northern Illinois versus Coastal Carolina over 63.5, UTSA versus San Diego State, UTSA minus 2.5, and UCLA versus NC State over 60. Okay, my best bets are going to be Western Kentucky versus Appalachian State, Western Kentucky +3. Next up, Houston versus Auburn, Houston +3. And to round it out, folks, I'm going to go with confident on those 2. I'm debating between 2 others. All right, we'll do it. UAB versus BYU. BYU -7.
BYU -7. It is okay. Very good. So you got Western Kentucky +3 against
Houston +3.
Yeah, you got Western Kentucky +3 against Appalachian State. You got Houston +3 against Auburn, and BYU -7 against UAB. Excellent. And then
Perfect.
you want to go first, or want me to go first for the best pick of the week?
I'll go first for the upset special. Folks, if you watched last show, I think that was the worst rock, paper, scissors shoot in the history.
Rochambeau it's called, so not rock, paper, scissors shoot, but that's okay. Rochambeau.
I mean, some people call it some different things. I don't think Rochambeau
that is the formal and correct name for the
I don't think it's a universal term, Rochambeau. Hey, you want to play Rochambeau? I don't think that's what they do in offices, but that's okay. All right. Anyways, wow, that Brooklyn-Toronto game was a high-scoring game. 131-129. You don't see that in modern NBA with the new basketball. Anyways, my upset special pick is going to be, I'm debating between two. I'm going to go Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky. I was debating between them and Houston, but I'm going to go Western Kentucky.
All right, he's going with Western Kentucky. I'm going to go with Utah State and Blake Anderson.
Wow, nice.
Utah State, who is a 7-point underdog, as my upset special.
Very good.
Utah.
What?
This is my special.
Folks, if this is how he goes by yelling upset special, I think he'd be okay. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for us, folks. A fantastic college football show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. I don't think that's possible, but you could try. But yeah, be on the lookout for part 2 of our college football bowl special, and then also be on the lookout for our football NFL Week 15 show. That'll be out shortly, and by shortly I mean we'll record it right after this. But it'll probably be posted sometime tomorrow evening. Tomorrow, you guys don't know when tomorrow evening is. That would be Wednesday evening for you folks. But that's going to do it. I'm Game Day Greg alongside Benny Buckets. So long, folks.
Yeah.